Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Jack Duarte about Now and Then, which is going to be premiering May 20th on Apple TV+. Welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much for being here.
You're very happy to be here, man.
It's come before
Excited
the storm.
for this interview, man.
No, I'm really excited to be chatting with you. I mean, people are going to see, you play It's Now and Then. You are obviously part of the then kind of component of the show where you play young Marcos. Has it hit you that the show is finally coming out, though? It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's insane. I mean, we've been waiting for it for the longest time, and we started filming it May last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've been all waiting for it, and we've been all cheering, and suddenly it's here. Time flies.
It's so crazy. I mean, doing interviews like this, you don't want to give too much away and everything. There's obviously,
Let's give it all away, man. Let's give it all away.
But I mean, they're going to see, you know what I mean? If they watch the trailer, it goes, from the flashbacks kind of intertwined past and present, your group of friends, there was obviously a tragedy that happened that comes back to haunt the grown-up kind of versions of your characters. And you play one of those characters. Manolo Cardona plays him in the present. You play young Marcos in the past. What was it like preparing for a role specifically, like a flashback role, playing a young Marcos?
Well, even your question brings me the chills, man, because it has been one of the most challenging and most beautiful characters that I've played. I've had the blessing that I've actually played really cool characters throughout my career.
Yep.
In this case, the particular challenge was that, Marcos is Colombian.
Yep.
I'm not Colombian. I'm Mexican. And Manolo is Colombian. Manolo was born there. And so I was playing his accent from his natal, like from where he was born, which is Cali.
That's right. Yep.
So not only was I playing a character that's from a different culture than I am, which is completely fine, but I'm also playing a character that is alive because Manolo is alive.
Yep.
And also, I'm playing a character that is 20 years younger. So I have to do algebra in my head, playing around with all these concepts.
Yeah.
Besides the scenes being, they're cathartic because they have to be, because that's what it's all about. So it was very, very fun. It was challenging as it was fun.
You just said it perfectly. There's a lot at play, obviously. You look at this show, one of my favorite things about this show is the blurriness of these characters. You know what I mean? Specifically with Marcos, where all these characters you're going to see just make past and present bad decisions, but I don't think they could be labeled as the villain, Jack, if you know what I mean by that. So is that fun also? Is that fun playing those blurry characters?
Extremely. I think that's both can be as really fun, but playing a character that's more real,
yes,
is cool, man, because no one's 100% bad. Mm-hmm. We all make mistakes and we take decisions based on selfish intentions, or sometimes we make decisions based on the best intentions, and shit happens, man, and then we have to cover our tracks or see what we're gonna do. And I think that's what this story is about. I think that this story is about a group of guys that believed in love and that believed in having fun, and suddenly life happened and they had to grow up really quickly in extreme situations. Because also one of the things that it covers is how socioeconomic structures affect tragedy.
Yep.
Which is very real.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you mentioned, the tragic component, the whodunit component. When I watch a lot of shows too, the whodunit in a lot of ways is like a slow burn because you're watching the first couple episodes of a show and it's setting things up.
Oh, so you watched more than one, man.
I've watched the whole thing. I've watched it all. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
so
love it.
but it's a quick
Love it.
pace. Did you notice the quick pace of this? Like a lot happens in each episode, and it doesn't. I feel like move kind of like your typical kind of whodunit crime, where you're kind of just the audience is kind of settling in. They just kind of throw you in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah, yeah.
notice
You
that when you
finish
read the
every
script?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly like that. I mean, it's even more when you're watching it because you're going like, "Oh my God, what's happening, man?"
Hmm.
But when I was while I was reading, well, actually, the best thing of reading a script is that you can dip your fingers into it.
Mm,
Like, I mean, Gideon is an awesome director. He's an awesome leader,
yeah.
and one of the things that he mentioned to us from the start is any ideas that you have, anything that you're imagining.
Yeah.
I need to know because we're creators. We're not just like we don't operate. We're collective. We're a
Yeah.
team. We're teamwork. So everyone from lighting to acting to camera to production, writing, we're all an ensemble that creates a story that can say, hey man, this actually it did happen. I can't really talk about that right now because it is a spoiler,
Yes.
but there was something that I was that I was reading into it and I said, wow, maybe we can play this character in this way.
Yeah.
And Gideon went like, great, and that transformed the direction in one of the well, regarding the character, not only in one scene but a trajectory. And so that's really really awesome. And it's
100%.
awesome to see a thriller. It's even better to create it.
That's so well said. No, I can't even imagine. Well, here's the thing too. These are not spoilers because, it's in the trailers and everything. There obviously is, in Now and Then, there are flashbacks. There's a tragedy. There's tension between characters. And of course, they're going to see Jack. There is a beach. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Some of my favorite things were kind of just seeing those beach flashback scenes. What was that like? What were those shooting days like with the beach, like the beach specifically?
Horrible, man. But it was so fun at the same time. The reason why I'm saying horrible is because
Was it really hot all the
we
time?
actually filmed. No, it was cold.
Okay.
We filmed. The beach was in Spain, and it was
Ah.
and it was cold as hell. And well, one of the actors, well, practically all of us, we would have to
They're
like
all nighttime.
run.
I'm such an idiot saying it was hot. Of
Yeah.
course it was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, Miami is hot, so yeah. I mean, your logic makes complete sense. I mean, we would all run to the beach,
Yeah.
like shivering. We were all like, fuck, 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 and then we would get into the ocean. We would film like as if we were having a blast, and it was super warm. We were there like 30 minutes, and then they would say cut, and then we would walk out, and we were like going like that. So that was like during 6 hours.
It was worth it
And,
though. There are important scenes.
Completely.
They're so isn't it
Completely.
weird though? Like like you filmed it, I've watched it, right? It doesn't seem
Yeah.
it kind of just seems to be like, okay, like it's something they did, but like those beach scenes are key, man. Those are like the
I loved
scenes.
it. See, and plus it was amazing because it's a moment it's a magical moment.
Yeah.
It's a moment where everybody's having fun, everybody's playing music. I mean, we were actually playing music. I like to play the guitar, and
I like to do karaoke
we're-
as well. Sorry.
I like to do karaoke. We were chasing each other. Gideon, it got to a point where Gideon said, "You know what, guys, just like improvise and do whatever you guys want." And that was really really cool because suddenly we were at a grad
Mhm.
where we were having fun, where we were visualizing everything that we wanted to do in the
Mhm.
future. And I mean, that's not really a spoiler because that is part of like
No,
the obvious
absolutely.
story. And it was really cool. I think that that's one of the reasons why the then is like we're so united.
But the intertwining, Jack, is just amazing because they're gonna see.
Yeah.
It's like they're pretty kind of involved, and it's pretty cool when they get to see it. That it's not just kind of like, okay, we're gonna show them as teens. Okay, now we're gonna go back. Like it's not like that at all. And I just can't wait for people to see it on the 20th.
Yeah, yeah, it's a mesh. Suddenly, there's scenes get blurry.
Yep.
You can see the past and the present mixing in a way that it makes sense and it blows your mind.
Yep.
And like that's the way it is. You sometimes see the past in the eyes of someone else. So yeah.
And, this is another amazing thing. I mean, the show is bilingual. People are going to see
Yeah.
it. There are moments where it's in English and there's moments where it's in Spanish. What was that like for you specifically, being part of a bilingual show on Apple TV Plus, Jack?
I absolutely loved it because it's something that's happening more and more.
Yep.
This is reality.
Yep.
We do live in a world where there's lots of languages, and as time goes by, we are bicultural or multicultural.
Yep.
I mean, I've been speaking English and Spanish and Portuguese since I was really little. My family is my dad's from the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's from Mexico, but from a dad that's from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And my family is my other grandparents are from Portugal, so it is a mesh. And
Yeah.
and being in a show that portrays that, it was really cool.
Yep.
And also the way that it did it, it was seamless. And that is something that I was kind of nervous at when we were filming it. I was like, I don't know if it's going to translate, if people that are English speaking people suddenly start watching and they go like, wait, what's happening? Because they listen to Spanish and it becomes a little like cardboardy.
Yeah.
But then I started watching it and I wasn't detecting the swaps in languages. And I asked a friend, hey, did you see when language was changing? And they said, well, yeah, because I realized that suddenly I was reading subtitles.
Yeah.
So the thing is that it's you can even learn the language, man. It was really great. It was really fun.
I have to tell you too, I say this all the time because, we have Pop Turner has such a global reach. There's so much amazing content from all around the world. You've obviously been on some shows that have had amazing kind of runs that were available, on Netflix. So a lot of people from all around the world were able to see it. I think the big thing too is, I cannot stress this enough, okay? I want people to watch all the content from all around the world with subtitles. I know there's an option for the dub in the language, but I can't stress this enough. Please, and back me up on this if you can, please watch it in the original language that it was made in with subtitles. That's all I want to say. Could you help me out here?
100%, man. Look, I will say, like, the way that you said it, which I do believe that it makes sense to have an option.
Yes.
And for people who want to see it dubbed, I mean, it's great. And
but it kind of becomes a
it
different
happens.
show, though.
But yes, but if you want to venture into really, really getting into the story, man, if you watch the movie with the language that it was built with, that it was like filmed with, I mean, yes, you will get lots of innuendo. You will get lots of colors that maybe you did not expect.
Yes.
That will blow your mind.
Subtitles. Absolutely. Is it blow your mind though that, projects like Now and Then, projects that you've done that are on Netflix as well, the global access and ability for the world to kind of see your project, it's pretty unbelievable, Jack.
Yeah, it is. It is. The fact that we can stream around the world is really cool.
I feel like there's not much more to say. Like, it's just like one of those like surreal things.
Yeah, we've said a lot and you have to watch it. And if you don't watch it, man, what are you talking about? Come on. What are you talking about?
Absolutely. Jack, this was a blast. Thank you so much for coming on Pop Turnative, man. I had a great time chatting with you. It's
a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for the time, and
absolutely.
See you soon.
Now and Then is going to be, the first 3 episodes are going to be available on the 20th of May on Apple TV Plus. And then you're going to have to wait every week for the new episodes. But trust me, it will be worth the wait because it's amazing. And of course, you play young Marcos. And where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything? Instagram?
Sure thing. Yes, Jack Duarte. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm getting into TikTok. But yes, jackduarte.me. in every single platform.
Amazing. This has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Look out for Jack Duarte playing young Marcos in Now and Then, which was going to be premiering May 20th on Apple TV+. Until next time, it's Jack Duarte and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.